So now we're jumping to the year 2005 with Dark Harvest 3 Scarecrow. And yes, they took the same Scarecrow and put him on the cover again without a hat, even though he's not the Scarecrow that is in this movie. But maybe we should give him just a little bit of credit because we do have a killer Scarecrow this time around. Also, we are in the wonderful world of letterboxing, which means when you watch this on your HD television, you get the black bars on top and bottom, but you also get them on the sides. This movie was made by a local boy, Ben Dixon, who runs the Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival in Nashville every year. I didn't give that festival very good reviews when I went, which is probably why I've not been invited back to it. I digress. This is probably the movie that put him on the map, and some people kind of like this movie, but me personally, not so much. We open up with this business guy, and he's telling these people that, you know, their land, they got to get off of it or something like that. I mean, it's not that it's hard to follow. It's just it's been a while since I watched it, and it was kind of dull, so I kind of got a little bit miffy on some of these parts. But they kill him, and the blood from him brings the Scarecrow back alive, and the Scarecrow kills him. We fast forward, a couple of years after that, and some people are on the land. They're idiots, naturally, because it is a horror movie in 2005. Stuff happens, blood gets on the Scarecrow, and the Scarecrow is once again pecking these people off, one by one, but don't worry, they're such bad characters that you won't care if anybody makes it or not. You're probably rooting for the Scarecrow, which I don't blame you. I'm not sure if this movie was shot on video, but it has that vibe, and it kind of has that look. And that look kind of makes you look over things sometimes. Even though this one is pretty awful, you still kind of look over it because it looks like it's shot on video, and you expect those things to be bad. So you kind of get a little bit of a lenient, a little bit there for those type of movies. So because of that, Dark Harvest 3 just barely gets a little bit better than I would give it if it was any other circumstances. I would give it a 2 out of 5. And that is extremely generous, trust me when I say that. We have kills, and there's some blood that looks pretty good here and there, but the characters are almost unbearable. The plot really doesn't make that much sense. I mean, I went back and thought about it. It really don't matter if I watched it yesterday. It doesn't make any sense. But, hey, it's horror, and we watch bad stuff in horror, and we watch questionable stuff in horror, and I've made awful movies, so who am I to say anything about Dark Harvest 3, although I would say it's bad if you did ask.